We are following breaking news this morning. Tampa police tell us they have a suspect in custody after an argument outside of Flex Sports Bar on East 7th Avenue turned into a deadly shooting. They say around 2 this morning, the 22-year-old suspect was removed from the bar but returned soon after with a gun. After a short argument, they say he opened fire, hitting a 30-year-old man. Officers were across the street when it happened, quickly taking the shooter into custody. We are told the victim was taken to the hospital where he died from his injuries.
Pinellas County leaders are pouring millions of dollars into keeping beaches in place. Crews have started a nourishment project that they say will save homes, businesses, and lives when the next storm hits. News Channel 8's George MacArthur is in Indian Shores with that story.
Crews will be putting sand on the beaches all throughout Pinellas County. County officials say it is a pricey job, but one that is necessary to protect people living on the coast. County leaders say the $125 million project provides a critical barrier against flooding and storm surge. But officials also say the biggest challenge right now is getting property owners to agree to let crews onto their land.
So a lot of people have signed the temporary easements. Unfortunately, 91 people so far have not signed one. And it's just for this temporary easement to provide so the crews can get on their property to do this.
Without those signatures, neighbors could end up paying the price when the water starts rising.
Their neighbor may have sand, but they won't. But if a homeowner doesn't sign the easement, they're putting their neighbors at risk as well, because water will well up on their property, and so there's going to be a lot of water that gets pulled up even if there's not a storm.
Public Works says the sand is also meant to protect wildlife after turtle nests were lost last season. And the new design creates a kind of wave break to keep surf from eating away the beach.
So we're basically creating a wave break in front of the beach, and then the dune serves as a wave break in front of the berm.
The project is expected to wrap up by March.
We saw, unfortunately, during Hurricane Helene, 13 people lost their lives. And the vast majority of them were because their houses flooded.
And officials say nourishment needs to be done every 6 years to prevent erosion. Although this project will not be completed until next year, even the little bit of sand they are putting on the beaches now helps this hurricane season. Reporting in Indian Shores, I'm George MacArthur, 8 on your side.
Salt Shack on the Bay's leadership says it sells domestic shrimp because it's the right thing to do for customers. Test results will confirm if that's still true and if other restaurants have changed their ways. So close to the sea, you can hear the water crashing.
You see the water in the background. It's a beach vibe. You should be serving local shrimp. And guess what? These guys serve local shrimp.
David Williams, founder of Seed Consulting, found during a study conducted last year, Salt Shack on the Bay was one of 2 restaurants out of 44 in Tampa Bay selling wild-caught Gulf shrimp. The rest sold imported shrimp from overseas. The restaurant's chief operating officer, Catherine Bovinette, says she uses a distributor that works with local fish houses.
There's a premium cost that comes to that, but there's also confidence and quality and a better taste that comes with it too.
Cheaper farm-raised shrimp from overseas is what's hurting local fishermen the most, according to Southern Shrimp Alliance's Blake Price.
We're seeing probably over a 60% reduction in the total effort of commercial shrimp trawl fishing. We're seeing massive loss of infrastructure. We're seeing very little recruitment.
Price says labeling requirements by the state would help.
People have a right to know what they're eating and where it's from.
Seed Consulting just wrapped up another genetic test of the supposedly local shrimp being sold at Tampa Bay restaurants, with samples from 22 establishments.
We haven't decided whether or not we're going to name them. We would prefer them to reconsider their options.
Seed Consulting says the results from this retest should be made available Tuesday. Reporting in Tampa, I'm Stacy De Silva, 8 on your side.
A young father was gunned down in St. Pete in broad daylight, crashing his car with his toddler inside. His family is grieving, and police are searching for answers nearly a week since it happened. News Channel 8's Georgia MacArthur spoke to the victim's family.
The shooting has shaken an entire family who say Tyrone Howard was only 21 years old, a father of a baby girl and expecting a baby boy.
I just want whoever did this to my son to be found, Lord Jesus.
Outside their home, grief is everywhere you turn. Tyrone Howard's mother breaking down as loved ones remember the young father's life cut short.
Tyrone was a loving person. My son loved his family. He was all about family. He loved me.
Police say Howard crashed into a parked car Sunday afternoon on Emerson Avenue. When first responders arrived, they found he had been shot and his 18-month-old child was in the back seat. Fortunately, not injured.
And whoever did that with his baby in the back seat, that's horrible. It's disgusting, and I don't know who would do such a thing, and I hope we get justice for him. I know we'll get justice for him.
Loved ones say Howard was not only a devoted dad, but also excited about welcoming another child. Now they are holding on to each other while detectives try to piece together what happened.
And Ty was my brother, and he was an amazing dad. He loved his baby so much, and he was so excited for his son on the way.
And investigators are still working to determine the circumstances of the shooting. Anyone with information is asked to contact St. Pete Police. Reporting from St. Pete Police Headquarters, I'm Georgia MacArthur, 8 on your side.
Right now, the search continues for the person who killed one person and injured 5 others in a shooting at a Tampa apartment complex yesterday.
8 on your side, Jenna Bass joining us from Tampa Police Headquarters with where this investigation stands. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Chris and Avery. So right now we do know that those 5 people still remain in the hospital. A 17-year-old did die from his injuries yesterday morning. Now, police do believe that the shooter and the victims all knew each other and that this stemmed from an argument. The shooting happened around 1 a.m. last night. Cops found a 17, 19, and 21-year-old with gunshot wounds in the breezeway of an apartment complex off Woodville Street. Shortly thereafter, police were called to a vehicle nearby where they discovered 2 more shooting victims. In total, 6 people were shot. Community members tell us the violence has to stop.
I have a child that's about that age, and it's like that could be my child, that could be your child. So I think we just all need to come collectively together and figure out a solution to the gun violence.
Neighbors who heard the shooting say they're not numb to the violence, but rather afraid of it.
I was scared. I got up and I ran and I checked on my kids. I have 3 of them. And I mean, all you can do in the moment is make sure everybody's okay, and that's all I did.
Gilbert tells us he grew up around tragic gun violence and believes the community needs to come together to stop it.
I've seen people get shot. I've seen people pass away. And it's like, oh no, I just want something to change.
And right now, TPD is working leads, but the investigation remains active and open. Now, they do believe there is at least 1 witness in this case, and they are asking the community to come forward with any help that they may have. For now, reporting live in Tampa, Jenna Bass, 8 on your side.